Okay, am I live? Should be. Okay. So we're hunting Zapdos again. I haven't done any off-stream hunting, because, like, it doesn't matter. Can I make that faster? Can I make that section faster? Because that's one of the longer parts of this. Huh? Okay, it seems like the live stream is working. I haven't been streaming that much recently because I just haven't been feeling well. But seeing as my birthday is in 1 month exactly, right? Today is March 16th, and my birthday is on April 16th. I think I'm gonna stream every single day for the next month. Because I know for sure I want to do something on my birthday. Last year, it was 100 Koroks in Tears of the Kingdom, which was fine, but that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. So I guess I still haven't 100%ed that Tears of the Kingdom file. So I could do another 100. I could do 200 probably. But I think for my birthday, I'm going to... I don't know, I wanted to do a 24-hour stream. I think, like, oh, how many shiny Pokemon can I get in 24 hours? But I don't live on my own, so that might be a little bit of a problem. Though maybe I could do like a... I could do the same concept, but I do like 3 8-hour days in a row, I guess. Because I could do that. I've done an 8-hour stream before. It's not that bad. Oh, it was pretty bad. Like, it's really draining. Though it's easier than any 8-hour shift at work. So, the only issue is my 8-hour shift at work nets me, like, even if it's only minimum wage, that's still 8 hours of minimum wage. An 8-hour stream nets me nothing. But yeah, I just haven't been feeling well. Had a few migraines. Um, which sucks because I was going, like, I had a streak of streaming almost every day for like a few days there. I think it was like 2 weeks. And then some other things I've been doing is I've been practicing Super Mario Odyssey speedrunning. Like, I'm not good at it. I'm pretty terrible. Like, my personal best, I think, is like an hour 27 or something like that. So that's pretty bad. But I think I want like a 110. That would be cool. So I've been doing that, but I don't want to stream that until I've practiced the entire run. Which I've mostly just been uh, trying to relearn the route because it's been like several years now. Yeah, it's been a while. So I want to relearn the route, and I'm currently only at lost for the route, which isn't even halfway through the run, right? Plus that includes a ton of easy kingdoms like Cap, Cascade, Lost, Lake. But yeah, I've been thinking about doing that. Or not just thinking, but I've been trying to do that. And that's pretty much it. And then I don't think I've really been playing games that much. Um, why did I do that? Oh, whoops. I need to get a new mouse. Because it always double clicks and it pisses me off. It did it again. But it really sucks when I'm editing. But I don't want a new mouse. It's too expensive. I don't have money. And then I have this issue with ideas. Like, I don't have any good small ideas that I can do within a stream or two. All of my ideas are things that take hundreds of hours. And, like, they're cool ideas. I think a YouTube video of these ideas would do really well. But I don't know if I want to spend hundreds of hours on individual things. Especially when it doesn't make me any money. If it made me some, then I'd be willing to. But I have to grow my channel to get to that point, and I don't know how to do that. Because live streaming doesn't work. For the past, like, 3 months, I've stayed consistent. I have 200 subscribers the entire time. No growth at all. Right? Whenever I gain one, I lose one. Like, the next day. I know shorts are really good at growing your channel. But I don't have any... Like, I don't have any ideas for shorts. Well, not that I don't have any ideas. It's just that the ideas I have don't really work. And aren't something I can just consistently do. Like, it would be great if I could do them just every day. Like, once a day. That'd be awesome. Oh, double click again. Another thing I kind of want to do is get into competitive. Maybe I'll do that with champions. Which, I forget when that comes out. I can check. Let me see. When does Pokemon Champions come out? April. But they don't have a day? Well, sometime next month. So yeah, when that comes out, I'll definitely try some competitive. I've done some in the past with, like, Showdown, but Never seriously. Come on, slightly more orange bird. When are you gonna show up? Not now, apparently. I could start working on the Mega Dimension Shiny Living Dex. Ugh, I don't want to. I just don't want to touch ZA. Maybe after I'm done Zapdos, I'll go to it. Oh god. But that might take a while. Because what is it? It's like 4 encounters a minute. Would be what, 2,000 minutes? So like 30 hours? Yikes. Or like at least an expected 30 hours. I need a better way to increment like a counter, because I've just been using this one website, but it's unfortunate because if the cookies ever get cleared, then I lose where I'm at. And that has happened multiple times. So, I don't know. I guess I could like make a program because I looked for programs you can buy, or not buy. I'm not gonna pay for one, but I looked for programs you can download, and none of them worked. But I could make one. That shouldn't be that hard, right? Just make it like um print X um and then every time a button is pressed, increment it by 1, right? Like that shouldn't be hard to make. I could get like ChatGPT or something to make it for me, but I don't like ChatGPT, especially not right now. But I don't know. I kind of also want to buy a like a foot pedal to do it, so I don't have to reach over every time. Because while reaching over isn't a problem, it very much slows me down. And then also, if I'm doing this for like a sizable amount of time, like a decent amount of time, like a few, in it, there we go. Like if I do it for more than like a few hours, my arm does start to get like a little tired. But foot pedals also cost money. Everything costs money. Why can't I just like rob a bank? All my problems would be solved. Because either I get a ton of money, or I'm in jail and I no longer have to pay for food. No food, no rent. You win either way. I think everyone should go and rob a bank. And if we all go rob a bank, they can't stop us all. Yeah, they can't arrest everybody. And if the banks have all been robbed and they don't have any more money, then the government's gonna bail them out, like they always do. And then the government won't have any money to pay the cops to arrest you. It's a perfect plan. We should all go rob a bank. Because there's only so much money. Recently, OBS had an update, and I was like, you know what? Because usually I don't update it. Usually I just do like, remind me later, right? But this time I was like, it's been a few updates. Let me update. Maybe things are cool. And then turns out the UI has changed slightly, and now everything feels so incredibly wrong. I shouldn't have updated. I hate it. Like I was trying to get a projector source so I could have like the game footage outside of OBS, and they moved the location of the button, and it's the button I press the most. Right? There's nothing I press more in OBS. And they changed it, and I think they also called it something different. Like they slightly altered the name. So whoever did that, you ruined my day. So recently, I've been wanting to get back into Animal Crossing, but my Switch 2's storage is almost full. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll finally go out and buy one of the SD cards. Like the ones you need for the Switch 2, right? So I look around, and on EB Games' website, there's one for 150 Canadian. And it's like, you know what? That's not even that bad. I expected 200. And it was a terabyte. It was a terabyte because I don't want to buy one that's less than a terabyte. And it was 150, but it was out of stock, so I couldn't buy it. But my only other option was Amazon. So I go on Amazon, search up SD Express 1 terabyte, and then I get one. It was $340. $200 more for the same thing. I think it had like slightly faster uh read speeds or whatever, but that doesn't matter. It was like 100 megabits per second more, but it's like, who cares? Not worth $200 more. So I'm gonna wait until I see that in stock. The issue is there wasn't an option for it to like notify me, right? Usually they have an option on their website. I would assume they do. Like all websites have this thing where it's like notify me when in stock, and then you click on it and then it lets you put in your email. But EB Games just didn't have that for some reason. So I'm just gonna have to check it once in a while and probably never find it in stock. So I guess I'm not playing Animal Crossing for a while. But I wanted to check out the new stuff, right? I'll probably just start a new island in general. Because it's been like a year and a half. And the issue with Animal Crossing, because I wanted to turn it into content, but I don't know how to turn it into like live stream content. Because I guess you could do like a section of the stream be Animal Crossing. But because it's a daily thing, right? You can't just have a whole Animal Crossing stream every day. Then you don't get to do anything else. But I don't know. I don't think there's a good solution. I tried making videos of it. I think I had like 40 videos recorded, and then I just never edited them. So that was cool. Yeah, I did it for 40 days of recording and then just never edited any of them because I'm lazy. Also, back to the thing about the counters and not finding any online. that I could download. Um, People also have, when they shiny hunt, they often have like the 3D model or whatever of the Pokemon, and I just don't know where they get that. Like, I know how to get sprites easily, but not the 3D models. And even sprites, I don't know how to get all of them. I can get the ones for the Pokemon, but the issue is for other sprites where it's like of a trainer or something. I found this one website that's like, oh, well, it's just sprite resources or whatever it's called. And they all have backgrounds and stuff, so you'd have to like manually remove it. I don't know. I just think mm, it sounds like a lot of work. Right, because they're never BNGs. They always have some sort of background for some reason. Like, it's always a plain colored background, but it's always there. How's the hunt going? It's going well enough. Hoping before 6K. Uh, that would be nice. All I care about is getting it before it takes way too long. Like, I don't want to see 5 digits. If it's over 10,000, that's just too much. You're at 1800 for Deoxys right now? Well, you're getting up there. But yeah, I just, like, I know now that I've said that 10,000 is too much, I'm probably gonna get one that takes, like, 35,000 or something. But, oh, that sounds terrible. Around 36 hours to hit odds. Yeah, it's definitely not a quick hunt. Though I guess that's why a lot of people use multiple copies at the same time. But I don't know. That sounds too expensive. Because if I were to do it with, let's say, four copies at the same time, that would be. Hmm, I don't know how expensive Fire Red or Leaf Green are physically right now, but I think they're really expensive. So the cheaper option would probably be to buy Switch Ones and copies of Fire Red or Leaf Green. Because Switch 2s would be way too expensive. Because here in Canada, I could get a used Switch 1 for probably like 300 Canadian. Oh, why did I soft reset? Yeah, I could get a used Switch 1 for probably 300 Canadian. Because there's no good supply of used Switch 2s, it would be a new one, which would be like 700 after taxes here in Canada. So, let's see eBay. What does what does Fire Red go for? Oh my god. 200? Are you kidding me? Ooh. Yeah, $200 each. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a no from me. Oof. Though I guess I got a good deal on my Leaf Green then. Because I bought it a few years ago at like, well, not a few years ago, like 7 years ago. And maybe 60 bucks. So I could sell it for triple now? Maybe even more? Not that I'm going to. But that's crazy. That's ridiculous. Because when I bought Leaf Green, I bought it with a Game Boy Advanced SP, and I think altogether it cost like 120, both the Game Boy and Leaf Green. And then like a year before that, I did the same thing where I bought a Game Boy Advance and Emerald, and together those cost like $80 or something. It's just way too expensive. Though I could emulate. Oh, now I kind of want to do a hunt where I have like 16 versions of the game being emulated at once, and then I just control it through one controller. I could probably do more than 16. Right, just do as many as my computer can handle. Maybe I'll do that for a stream. Like, how fast can I hunt a shiny if I use my computer's entire, like, processing power to do it? Because my computer's pretty beefy. Like, the one limiter that I think a lot of people have with their computer is, RAM, especially with how much Chrome takes. But I have over 100 tabs open regularly. Like, I just never close them. I have tabs open from well over a year ago, and they're still not closed. And I'm doing just fine. That's 400 encounters. About 1/20th of the way there. Not terrible. I wish I had DS and 3DS capture cards. Because I have a bunch of DSs and 3DSs. So, maybe at some point I'll send one of mine in. But it's so expensive. Ugh. And the wait time is long, too. I think it takes, like, over a month. Though, for 3DS, there is a software solution, but it's not a good one. Because it has to use the Wi-Fi of the 3DS, which is not very good. I think you end up getting like 10 frames per second out of it. Like, it's bad. Hello? Hmm. So I've done about 100 encounters this stream, and I'm already 47 minutes into the stream. So maybe I'm going a little slower than I thought I was. Uh, you know, all of the legendary birds shinies aren't even that good. Because you have Zapdos, where the only notable difference is the beak and talons. Um, Articuno, I remember it being very similar. Moltres is the most different, but it also looks like a chicken, if I remember. Like, it's not a good color for it. Though, thankfully, a lot of the other shinies in this game are much better. Like, Mewtwo's good. I remember the legendary dogs. Their shinies are pretty good. At least I remember Entei's. Um, Holos is good. Deoxys is good. But I think Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald have the better legendary shinies. Though that might just mostly be because of Rayquaza. Though Groudon and Kyogres aren't bad. Um, their primal ones are good, especially Primal Groudon. That shiny is awesome. It would be nice if you could remove the like previously on your quest stuff, but I don't know how to do that, if there even is a way. Because I think that would lower the reset time significantly. Though the resets aren't, they're not bad. They're not as bad as pretty much any other Switch game. Though I don't remember Legends EAs being that bad. They were alright. I think it was just annoying to do Latios in ZA because it wasn't even what I wanted. I had just already started the zone, so I might as well have gotten it. But yeah, I think it would have felt a lot faster if I had already finished the base game Shiny Living Dex by then. Though, it might have been the most fun part about trying to get Aerodactyl. Because hunting for a specific 5-star wild zone is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I think it took 22 hours, including the Latios hunt. So around like 15 hours of just going into random zones. Trying to get points. Getting frustrated because the pathfinding is terrible. Though they did improve it. The pathfinding, it's not good now, but it was so horrible when it first released. Especially in the smaller zones, I found. Oh yeah, so I was looking around trying to find trying to find out when XD will be on the Switch because I'm pretty sure they said March and there's just no day. I don't know why they've been doing this. Or they say a month and it's like the next month and then they just don't give a day. Maybe they'll do it randomly, but I don't know. Because both that and Champions, two things that I want to play, just don't have days yet. Though for XD, we're halfway through the month. So, hopefully soon. Because it's been so long since I played them. Though I'm still confused why Coliseum isn't coming yet. Like XD is, but Coliseum just we don't have a month. Just a little strange. Though I do have a physical copy of Coliseum. But could I record it? Hmm, I don't know. Because my Wii's broke. They no longer work. And I don't know if I can record my GameCube. I can try, but I don't know if I can. Oh, why is it? There we go. Yeah, the counter would be so much better if I just made one myself instead of using a website. It wouldn't even take long. Maybe like a dozen lines of code. Maybe I'll work on that tonight. Speaking of code, I've always wanted to properly learn how to code. And my big issue is I just never stick to anything. So, like, I keep getting advertised this boot.dev website, and it's like, oh, that's cool, you know? Like, they gamify it, and I heard they gamify it really well. Um, so I go and I check that out, and it's like, oh, this is cool. And then I see the price, and it's like 60 bucks Canadian a month, which I guess they compare to university, and It's true that it's cheaper, right? 1 year of tuition at a university here is gonna cost you around like 15 grand. But like it's a subscription. I thought it was gonna be like a standard subscription price, right? I thought it was gonna be like 20 bucks a month or something, not 60. Especially with how the job market is these days. Like maybe like 4 years ago or 5 years ago, it would have been a good deal. But nobody's getting hired these days. Maybe I should stop talking about things being too expensive and just being negative about things. Oh, though speaking of too expensive, I need a new chair, and chairs are expensive. But other than that, it's like, man, my chair is loud. It's kind of been really funny. Kind of been really. I'm horrible at constructing sentences, but for the past month and a half, I keep seeing on YouTube, it's like, oh, there's a Nintendo Direct. There's a Nintendo Direct coming, I swear, I swear. There's all these leaks and rumors. And then something happens, like Nintendo will be like, oh, here's a presentation on Tomodachi Life. And then people are like, no, a Direct is still coming. Oh, here's a partner showcase. It's like, no, a Direct is still coming. And it's like, no. They're they're showing most of the things that would be in a Direct. So clearly they're not, like, they don't have a full Direct to show. I don't know why, but they probably just, I don't know, they're saving something. I think the best theory I've seen is that they would have shown off a new Mario game in a February Direct, but they didn't want to do it before the movie came out. Right? They don't want people waiting for two Mario things at once. They want a big influx of attention on Mario from the movie, and then I guess in June or May, probably May, they'll announce a new one, preferably 3D Mario. Because even though we had got this one hair sticking out. Where is it? Did I move it? Yeah, whatever. But even though we had Donkey Kong last year, and it was very Mario Odyssey-esque, it didn't feel that same, like, it just didn't feel the same as a new 3D Mario, right? Now, maybe that's because the last one was Odyssey back in 2017, and I was 11. Uh, but I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't fit it. Like I've still been playing Odyssey. Oh, why did I? There we go. But I've still been playing Odyssey. I haven't really gone back to Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think last time I played it was like September, maybe? Yeah, when the DLC came out, I went, completed that. Didn't complete the whole thing. I just beat I beat it, and then there's a ton more after that you can do. And it's like, yeah, sure, but maybe I'll do it eventually. Like it was fun. It was fun. Like what was it? Like $20, I think. And I got about 20, maybe 15 to 20 hours out of it, somewhere around then. So it's not bad. Just I don't know. I think I was done with the game because I had played the game through very slowly and also started late. So I was just finishing the game when it came out. Right, or not just finishing it, but it wasn't that much after, instead of for most people where it was like over a month later. But Nintendo's done a lot of those like roguelike DLCs, and I think they're good. Usually, a lot of what I hear online is people don't really like them, but I do. I do. Um, like the Splatoon 3 one was really fun. It was really hard, but I'm not good at the game. So, that's probably why. But it was it was definitely fun. Um, there was the Donkey Kong one, and I know they've done more than that, but I forget. I want Pokemon to do a proper roguelike, because the only ones out that I've seen get any popularity are Emerald Rogue and Poke Rogue. But like I've played both of them, and they're both kind of eh. Like Pokerogue is fine, but it could be a lot better. And then I haven't really gotten into Emerald Rogue. Maybe it's good, but it feels like Pokerogue feels more like a game. Emerald Rogue feels more like a ROM hack, which like it is, right? That's correct. But I don't like that feeling. That feeling of something being a ROM hack, it just makes it hard to get into it. And it's not about something being like unofficial, because I play unofficial things all the time, right? Well, not recently, but I've done like randomizers, ton of fun with those. But you're still really playing the same game. It's just the items are in different locations, right? But with ROM hack, you're not. You're playing a heavily edited version of the game, and sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it feels high quality, but other times it really doesn't. Right? They often feel unpolished. You know what? I should do a randomizer. Not Pokemon, because Pokemon randomizers aren't very good. But hmm, the one I've done the most is Ocarina of Time. So maybe I'll do that. It's been a long time though. Like it's been several years. Like maybe 4 or 5 years since I've done one. So maybe I'll do one off stream first. And then I don't know if I want to do randomized like the N64 version or the 3DS one. Because the 3DS one I like a lot better. It's a lot smoother, it looks better. But there's probably just more options and stuff you can do with the N64 one. Though, I guess the 3DS one isn't new anymore. Because I'm stuck back in the headspace of like, oh, the randomizer for Ocarina of Time 3DS is new still when it's not. It was new 5 years ago. Oh my god, time flies way too much. You just need time to stop. Just stop for like a few minutes. Though actually, Winds and Waves comes out probably the end of next year, so maybe speed up until then. Speed up until then you stop. I've definitely been loving the Brout fan art that's been all over the internet for the past few weeks now. Because even though when I watched it, immediately I chose Brout, it was the obvious choice. It's the Angry Bird. And I don't like small dogs anyway. Just not a big dog person. And the lizard's gonna look like Salazzle, so I'm not into that. So I chose Brout, and I saw almost no one else was choosing Brout. And now, Brout's winning every poll I see. Brout's the GOAT, apparently. Because he's tough or something. Not really, he's tiny. He's like a bean. But that doesn't matter. Because he's Brout. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, for starters. Though that's probably because for every other Pokemon game, well, not every other Pokemon game, but for the past few Pokemon games, for Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, ooh, people had things to complain about in those trailers. So even though we saw the starters weren't even like the big talking points. Because Winds and Waves actually looks pretty good, there's nothing to complain about, except for the people that think it's not game footage. Like, dude, think for a minute. It's not just like in-game cutscenes don't look different from gameplay anymore. It's the same concept. It's just different camera angles and stuff. But the only people talking like that are the people that complain about everything, which there are people that complain about everything. Like, oh, recently, I've been watching a bit of anime. Jujutsu Kaisen's currently airing, and every episode, people complain. It's the highest budget, like, the highest. I don't know why I marked that there, whatever. I'll just not mark it for the next one. But it's the highest production value I think I've ever seen for an anime, and people still complain. It's crazy. Like, to me at least, all of my complaints are just complaints with the story itself, not with the adaptation. The adaptation is amazing, but people complain. They complain about everything. Everything is bad, and if it's not bad, it's bad anyways. And it's so frustrating. I don't feel like it used to be that way. Like, I don't know, maybe I just didn't see it back in, I don't know, back 15 years ago or whatever. But I don't remember everything being called bad. Though, then again, Pokemon Black and White, the best Pokemon games, were widely hated, and I think they're the lowest selling Pokemon games ever. Not out of every Pokemon game, but out of all the mainline ones. They're the worst selling. which is a travesty. Though I think the reason they were hated so much is because there's a large group of people out there that just use the same Pokemon over and over and over again in every game they play. And that's weird to me. That's really weird to me. One thing I've been trying to do is every time I play through a Pokemon game, I want to use Pokemon that I've never used before. Like, I at least try and, I guess, prioritize them. Now, I don't think I did a great job of that in this specific Nuzlocke. Like, let me see. What was my team again? Yeah, these are all Pokemon I've used before. But, like, it's a Nuzlocke, so I end up using stronger Pokemon. I also did really poorly in Legends ZA about that, huh? Because most of the Pokemon I used there I had used before. But at least when a new one comes out, I just use all new Pokemon. It's so much more fun that way. I feel like half the fun of the game is just running around and finding the new Pokemon for the first time. It's like, whoa, what's that? And then once in a while, you see one, and it's like, I have to add that to my team. In Scarlet and Violet, I was that way with Tankaton. And it's probably my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon. Not that that's a unique opinion. But that one was good. What about in Gen 8? I know Snom. I had to use Snom. Oh, I just realized. Over 500. That's not bad. That's 116? Not terrible. Not amazing, but not terrible. At this rate, what am I, like 5 hours in? At this rate, this hunt is gonna take 80 hours? What? Oh, no, 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 no. That's not good. That's bad. That's real bad. Oof. I thought this was gonna be like a 30-hour hunt. No, it's not gonna take that many. But, oh, whoops. I'm about 200 encounters in to the stream, and I'm an hour and a half in. So, oh, actually, that is still really bad. I think that's still 60 hours. So it's gonna take twice as long as I thought it would. Yeah, that's kind of rough, isn't it? Yeah, that's not good though. I don't know why it's so far off from what I calculated, even though I timed what a reset to it. Maybe I just timed it incorrectly. Well, not maybe. Clearly I did. But I don't know. Still shouldn't be that bad. It might be pretty bad actually, because my streams average what, like 2 or 3 hours. So that's 20 streams per shiny in this game. That's that's rough. The hair's back. I thought I got rid of it. Where is it? Can I see it? Is it there? It doesn't exist. It exists like, oh, it is still there. Oh, it's up here now. No. I can't because it's mirrored. The camera is mirrored. Did I get it? I got it. I got it. Though, you know what? I should be happy about 60 hours. Because when XD is on the Switch, I'm gonna play through it, and at the end, I'm gonna do the... I think you can hunt Shadow Lugia. I'll Google that right now. Let me see. Can you hunt Shadow Lugia in Pokemon Go? No, 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 no. It's shiny locked. What? You can't get shiny Shadow Pokemon in XD? What? No, 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 no. That can't be true. That can't be true. That can't be true. That can't be true. No, 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 no. Oh, that sucks. But I'm seeing conflicting answers here. No, no. I thought they started Shiny Lock. Really? Okay, I can't. I'm so sad. I'm so sad now. What the hell? That's not right. You can't do that. You can't do that to me. I'm so sad. I can't shiny hunt Shadow Lugia? That's all I wanted to do with XD was shiny hunt Shadow Lugia. What a bummer. Like, you can unlock it, but that's not something I can do on NSL. Damn. So I'm gonna have to wait. Well, I can hunt in Coliseum. You can do the shadow Pokemon in Coliseum, but you can't do them in XD? Really? That sucks. That sucks so much, dude. Dude. Bruh. Ridiculous. My day is ruined. Oh, whoops. Yeah, how disappointing. Wait, what? Wait, that sped it up. What? Have I been doing it slower this entire time? I go through the whole thing, but I pressed B that time. Have I never pressed B? Are you kidding me? Why did no one tell me this? Ay ay ay. Well, that makes it faster at least. That's a few seconds off every reset, which means a few seconds off every reset means I lost like half an hour. Cool. 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 No, 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 no. Cool, cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Well, at least I'm seeing that now instead of several thousand resets in, right? Rather lose half an hour than several hours. Pulse. Really? Of course. Well, whatever. But yeah, still sad about the Shadow Lugia. Because I couldn't imagine a cooler hunt than that. Is there any crazy hunts then that you can do? Because I want like one hunt. Not like a series of really hard hunts, but I want like one like insane hunt that gets something really cool. I would assume it's something in an earlier gen, like before Gen uh 6. But I can't think of anything. No, whoops. Yeah, I want one insane hunt. Maybe for the end of like my whole entire shiny living dex, that'll be like the final Pokemon to end it like in a very climactic way. But I have to know what, so I'm not just getting the same Pokemon again, right? Maybe I'll save Arceus for the end. Oh, I did that again. Oops. Yeah, that's currently what I'll save for the end is Arceus. Like a Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Probably Platinum, right? You can get the flute in Platinum, I think. If you can, then yeah, it's a Platinum hunt. Oh, maybe I'll do it with the camera as well instead of just a recording. I'll pull the camera out, do it the old-fashioned way, you know. Just like, uh, just like they used to do back in the day. Some people still do it, but not that many. Very few. Has anyone actually used the help button to get help? Because I've never seen anyone press it purposefully. It's always on accident. Still no orange beak. Man, I really need a new chair. Somehow my butt hurts, even when I've got a pillow on top of my chair. That's how much, like, just how bad my chair is. Like, it wasn't like this when it was new, but it's been a few years. It gets old. Though it also doesn't help that all I do every day is just sit in my chair. Well, not all I do every day, but like, if I'm doing anything, I'm probably doing it sitting in my chair. But I think that might be the single hardest part about doing long streams is just sitting still for such a long time. So if I do actually do a 24-hour stream on my birthday, which I'm still thinking about it, I might have to, like, just once an hour, just get up and walk in circles or something for like a few minutes. Though I still think it's a good idea, like a 24-hour stream of like how many shinies can I get in 24 hours? I don't know how I do it though, because I feel like it would so obviously just be go into Wild Zone 3 of Pokemon Legends ZA and just every 15 minutes check the zone for shinies, right? I feel like that would be the obvious thing to do, but that would be really boring. So maybe I would do it like specifically no Legends ZA because it's just too easy in that game. Right? So Scarlet and Violet, Legends Arceus, um I don't know what else. Because no other games are like super easy to get shinies in, right? So maybe I'll do something else. I could do something different. Like I could do like, oh, how good can I get at Pokemon like VGC in 24 hours? And then I just do 24 hours of like team building, Pokemon Stadium, or not Stadium, Showdown, like build an actual team in game, see if I can get to like, probably not Master Ball, but like Ultra Ball, right? That's something I could do. Oh, and then not only is there my birthday, there's also April 1st coming up. And a lot of people do like April Fool's things, but I don't have anything planned for that. I don't have any idea of like what kind of prank could I pull? What goofy thing could I do? Oh, I have an idea. What if I shiny hunt? Like a Masuda method hunt. But every egg, like every encounter, is a push up. Or not a push up. I can't do that many push ups. But like a squat. I can't do 1,000 or however many squats either. But if they're spaced out like that, I might be able to do it. might be able to. Oh. But yeah, that's an idea. I hate it when I get notifications on my phone while I'm streaming because I'm using my phone as my camera. So I can't, it's not like I can check, right? I just have to wait. And it could be important too, right? And it's not like I can just check because checking often disconnects it for some reason. Because the cable, it's not even a bad cable, it just doesn't, just disconnects if I move it for some reason, even though it's plugged in all the way. So I think it might be a problem with the port on my phone. It just doesn't like lock it in enough or something. It's not grippy enough. So it's a huge hassle to put it back, so I can't check it on stream. So I'm kind of just screwed if it's important. But it's fine. Nobody ever has anything important to tell me anyway. Nobody ever has anything to tell me anyway. I just don't. Nobody contacts me. I get one message every like week. It's kind of sad now that I think about it. Whoa, Zapdos. Regular Zapdos. No way, another regular Zapdos? Crazy. You know, I don't have to stream this. I could do other things at the same time, but then I'd have to record it, and I don't have the file space for that. So I should really get to editing my Legends CA YouTube video, but I'm lazy. It's not even that much. Wow. I have to edit it down, and then I have to make it look good. I should have done it this weekend, because I could have at least edited it all down this weekend, and then making it look good. Nah, it's still gonna take a while, because I don't actually know how to do that. I plan on putting more effort into it, but I don't know how. Like, I don't really know how to do things in Photoshop or anything, and I just don't even know what I want to do. Like, I don't have concrete plans. for how to do it or how to even organize the footage, but whatever. All I know is that I need to record some like explanations of things. So that's gonna be a few scripts. And I'm terrible at reading scripts. Absolutely horrendous. I should practice, but ugh, it's rough. Because how do I even practice? To practice, I need something to write, and I usually don't have anything to write. Like, I just don't have anything to say. I'm very quiet, and that doesn't do very well on YouTube, huh? Maybe that's why I've been doing this YouTube thing for like 10 years across multiple channels, and I still don't have like I'm stuck at 200 subscribers. I think I have more videos than I have, or not just videos because it includes shorts and live streams, but I have more video shorts and live streams than I have subscribers. I should just be glad it's not more of those than I have views. Oh, that would be hard because I have like 70,000 views or something. Yeah, something like that. I get like I think it said I got 300 every 48 hours. I think that's what I'm, not 300 average, I'm getting like 250 average. Though that's only because my most recent short, the one about shiny Snorlax, for some reason, has gotten a lot more views than I expected it would. Like, it's not my most viewed short, but it already has more views than my shiny alpha female Fennekin, which is much rarer than just a shiny Snorlax first try, right? But one thing I'm planning on doing is like for my big Legends ZA video, I plan on cutting a lot of it up into shorts, and then around the time I upload the video, I'm gonna be uploading these shorts like one a day, then I'll link to the video, and I'll have like a 1 second thing at the end that's like, watch the full video here, because that's how you do YouTube these days. I'm pretty sure. Like, it worked on me one time, and I saw that strategy being done. I just think the only issue with the way I saw it being done is they did the shorts, like they started uploading them long enough before the video came out. Which I think is a bad idea. Yeah, I think it's a much better idea to do it and like a closer to the time the video actually comes out. Because I feel like a lot of people would have just forgotten about it by then. But if the video is coming out within like a day or two, or if it's already out, then that's gonna do a lot better. And I'm thinking of making like 10 of those. My thumb hurts. Maybe I shouldn't be mashing this. I'll use my other hand. Yeah, that's something I've run into over the past few months. Is whenever I play video games too long now, my hand hurts, and that wasn't happening. Right? I have been playing games much longer and much more like seriously, and it didn't hurt my hands before, and now it does. So that's not a good sign. Also, I already know for a fact that I have carpal tunnel, so that's bad. But the issue is this is separate from it, right? This is a separate thing from it. Or it might be the same thing, it just might be developed even more, which that's a problem. But it's not gonna, like I'm gonna stop playing video games. Ugh, right? Why do that when I can break myself even further? Why did I soft reset? Did I? I don't think I implemented the counter. I keep soft resetting there. Am I tired? It's not that late. It's 8:30 p.m. I've still got a good 3.5 hours in me. Am I gonna be doing this for another 3 hours today? I might get to 1,000. Wouldn't mind that. You know what? Why not? Let's do it. Another 3.5 hours. I am hungry, but like, who needs to eat? Not me. I can tell you that much. Well, let's at least get to 1,000, so I can be 1/8 of the way there. Just to odds. I've seen these hunts go for far longer than that. You know, I've been seeing stupid images of shiny hunting Professor Oak himself, and I want someone to actually make a fire red like mod of just that. right? Of just the ability to shiny hunt Professor Oak himself. And I might like if that existed, I'd stream it on April Fools. That would be the perfect thing to stream. But I don't know how to make that myself. I really wish I did, because that would be awesome. I wouldn't even set the odds at like a 1 in 8,000. I'd set it at like 1 in 500 or something like that. Just so I'd be able to do it within like one stream. But oh, that's such a good idea for an April Fool's stream. If only it existed. If only. We are almost up to 600 encounters. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Wow. I keep saying not terrible, but not amazing. And it's always applicable. Amazing would be getting it right here and now, right? But nah, it's not gonna give me a shiny Zapdos that easily. That would be way too cool. Okay. Nope. 600 though. We've made it. Big 6. Though, looking at it now, that took around 40 minutes. No, actually, I haven't gotten 100 since then, because that was at like 509 when I said I was at, or yeah, I was an hour and a half into the stream at 509 encounters. Whatever, let's just say it because I also looked for, like, I searched up Shadow Lugia. So, around 40 minutes for 100 encounters. Yeah, that's not great. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, where it was like an hour for 100, where it would be like 80 hours. But it's still two-thirds of that, which is pretty bad. Two-thirds of 80? Unfortunately, 8 is not like a... Can't really cut that into thirds, can you? But it's still like... Well, can you? Would it be like, what, 2 and 2/3? Then another 2 and 2/3? So it would be like 53 hours? It's not terrible. Not terrible. Not amazing, but not terrible. You know, keep saying that. It's always true. Oh, whoops. Yeah, maybe I will have to do some off stream though. I'll just do it. I'll do it in like increments of like 100 hours, or not 100 hours. Whoa, that's not an increment. Do it in increments of like 100 encounters, right? And just do 100 every day, maybe. Because that would drastically speed up the rate of getting through all the legendaries. I love the intro to these games. So nostalgic. Oh, why did I soft reset? You know what? I hate the intro to these games. So annoying. Ugh. I need to like get up for a second. Yeah, let me stand up real quick. Oh, my headphones are wired. Oh. Okay, I'm back. I think I feel even worse somehow. Yeah, I feel even worse after getting up. It's like, well, what is it like? It's like when you eat a little tiny bit, like you're hungry, like you're really hungry. Or not you're really hungry, but like you should be really hungry. So you eat like a single cookie, and then all of a sudden you're starving. It's that feeling. It's like I kind of needed to stand up. So then I stand up, and now it's like, yeah, I should go for like a walk. Oh, I'm tired. I shouldn't be, but I am. I'm always tired. I'm exhausted. I could go faster with it, but it's only going to save like a second every time. And it drastically increases the risk of me soft resetting over a shiny, which would ruin my day. Right? That would ruin my day. Even though my day's already been ruined multiple times. Today's a bad day. It's not. It's fine. It's just a mediocre day. But it has been ruined. It could have been. It wouldn't have been that good. It would have just been a fine day, wouldn't it? Unfortunately, I'm at the point in the live stream. Well, I'm far past this point. But I'm at the point in the live stream where it's like I've run out of things to talk about. I really should get better at this. I, I keep thinking like, oh, I should prepare a list of things to talk about. And then I just don't. I never do. And it's not like I could like pull up my phone and like look on the news for things to talk about. Or not news. That's just war stuff right now. Just very depressing stuff. But like, look at video game news for things to talk about. Which I feel like I have done that before. Like, not that much, but I've done it like once or twice. Well, I guess I could. Kinda do it. Let me see. What tab, like over here, maybe? Then video game news. Hmm. Okay, apparently Saudi Arabia bought a significant stake in in Capcom, which, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm not the biggest Capcom gamer, but I don't like it when Saudi Arabia does this. They did it with EA as well, I think. And maybe they did it with Ubisoft. I don't think they did actually. Ubisoft is dying. But um they've been doing this for a while now. I'm not a fan. I think that's bad because now they get a say. And overall, shareholders are bad for the whole gaming industry. It just hasn't been good. Right? It screwed a lot of things up. It's hurt um pretty much every company that has shareholders has been hurt by the shareholders because the company legally has to prioritize shareholder profits, which is such a dumb law. Oh my god, it just keeps doing the double clicks. But yeah, prioritizing shareholder profits. There was definitely a better way they could implement that. Because like I know what they were going for. They didn't do it well. Uh, right? Because all they did was start the inshitification of everything ever by making that law. But Saudi Arabia specifically, I don't like because it's a government, and government is bad. Mm-hmm. Very anti-government here. Not super anti-government, but they're all bad people. They can do good things once in a while, but that's rare. That's a once in a while, you know? But unfortunately, there's never any good options to vote. It sucks. But yeah, that whole like just the whole idea of them buying stakes because they're doing it in like all entertainment things and it sucks. That's just a bummer. Especially Saudi Arabia, it's like just a super corrupt country. Did I increment it for this one? I don't think I did. What else? Oh yeah, video game footage was used to, I guess, advertise the war. That's crazy to me. That's ridiculous. Like Call of Duty footage or whatever was used. That's that's insane. Don't do that. That's bad. That's that's horrible. It's not all right. You're trying to glorify war, right? War being one of the worst things ever. And it's like, nah, nah, it's cool actually. It's cool. You get like headshots and stuff. There's even a point system. But why do they even need to like use video game footage? Just put one of the soldiers, right? Have them spraying down civilians because we know they've done that, right? So I bet they have footage of it from like Afghanistan. Take that footage and put like Freebird behind it. You'll have record recruitment numbers. Though they already do because no one can afford to go to college anymore, right? So they already have record numbers, so they don't need to pull out the big guns like the killing civilians in Afghanistan while Freebird is playing. That would work way too well. Because here's the thing, that would work on me. I wouldn't join, and I don't think I can join because like I'm classified as disabled. But it would work. What else? See, I searched video game news, and it didn't find much news. Hmm. Let's go on IGN, the worst website of all time. 7.8 out of 10, too much water. I went on IGN and the first thing that popped up was the Oscars? What? It's IGN. It's supposed to be like video game stuff. Video game news, video game walkthroughs, video game reviews. That's what it's supposed to be. Why is it the Oscars? No one who's touched a video game gives a damn about the Oscars. The only people that care about the Oscars are either above the age of 50 or work in the industry. Oh, speaking of the industry, I was hearing all this buzz about like, oh, this guy, what was his name again? Timothy Chalamet, I think. He's like a famous guy, an actor apparently. I don't know. I've never seen anything with him in it, but apparently people were getting mad because he said that like no one cares about ballet or opera anymore, and it's like, yeah, no one's cared about that for the past like 50 years at least. Right? That was popular 200 years ago, not now. And then people were so mad, so I was curious and I checked out the clip of him saying it, and it was like the most tame thing of all time. It was just him saying, like, oh, like, because he's an actor, he he doesn't want to push people artificially into seeing movies. I think that's what it was. But he also doesn't want um he doesn't want theater, like film, to go the same way that like ballet and opera have of nobody really caring about it anymore. That's all he said. And then people get mad about that, even though they've probably never seen ballet or opera in person in their life. It's like, yeah, no one, like, those aren't thriving industries. They've been on the downturn for a long time. If even film has been, like, going down, then there's no chance these other things, like musicals, operas, ballet, these other forms of entertainment, there's no chance they are doing well at all. But I don't know. It just feels like another situation where people make something out of nothing. What else? Yakuza live action miniseries. Huh. That could be cool. The only Yakuza game I played was uh what's it called? Yakuza Like a Dragon or something? It was alright. I didn't beat the whole thing. I think I only put like 10 hours into it. But what I did play was fun. It just felt like it got to the point where I was doing not that much damage, and they had a lot of health, and they were doing a lot more damage to me than I was doing to them, and it's like, oh, I have to grind now. And then I just got like bored of it, I think. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. But I should go back and complete it. Because I've only heard good things about the Yakuza games. And as a live action, I think it could work. From what I know about the Yakuza games, they'd fit really well as like a live action TV series. TV series makes the most sense with how many games there are. Speaking of adaptation, the Mario movie comes out in like half a month. I'm definitely gonna go see that. Um, I don't know if it's gonna be good. The first one was. It was alright. It was like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. It was slop, but it was like good slop, you know? It was like they tried hard enough. And it feels the same for this one. Except for the fact that Wart is in it for some reason. Like I saw that and I was like, why? Because you're gonna get like maybe 10 people on the internet that actually care about Wart. And for 90% of the people that are going to see the movie, they were not alive for when Wart was in a game, and he was only in like one game. I wasn't alive back then. But it's crazy to me that he's in. That's just weird. And he's on the cover. Like he's on the poster. That's weird. I don't know why they did that. Like they wanted to go for nostalgia and then they went for nostalgia for like 60-year-olds. Like, come on. Those people are already dying. Though there's still a lot of them. What else? What other news? There's not much video game news on the front page of IGN here. It's all movies and stuff. Marathon. Oh yeah, that came out. I don't know if it's good. I don't play those kinds of games. But I heard it had like either AI or stolen art in it. It was one of the two. But then they fixed that. Oh yeah, it was art that was like stolen. And then they resolved it and then even put the guy in the credits. So that's cool. It just shouldn't happen again, obviously. Right? It's cool the first time it happens. Because it's like, oh, they didn't mean to. And then they even put him in the credits. But the second time it happens, it's on purpose. Right? The second time it happens, there's no amount of like resolving it. It's just you should have been more careful. This already happened, right? But yeah, I heard that the game itself was pretty cool. I don't know. It's made by Bungie, right? I think the vibe looks cool, but I think it's an extraction shooter. And here's the thing about extraction shooters, right? I don't even know what that means. I know kind of what an extraction shooter is, but I've never played one. I've never played one, I've never seen footage of one. I've seen a screenshot here or there, but that's it. Like, I just don't know what an extraction shooter even is. Though there's been a lot of those recently. Like, Arc Raiders, I think it was called. Back like 6 months ago now. And there was also a thing about them using AI voices, and then they finally swapped them out for real voices, and it's like, I understand why they did it. That's a huge cost-saving thing. But the game did really well almost immediately. So why didn't they do that almost immediately, right? Why did it take them 6 months to go like, ah, yeah, I'm gonna swap it now, right? It's like they were trying to hold off as long as possible to maybe see if they could get away with not doing it at all. Which, for a successful game, that's it's not gonna happen, right? I'd understand for like small games, but for one of the most played games currently, that's just not it's just not acceptable. Right? Like people get mad about um like even just AI art if it was used as a placeholder at one point, right? Which that's crazy to me. Getting mad about a placeholder is crazy to me. But people get mad about everything AI. So thinking you could have AI voices on release is or just not just on release, but like just keeping them, that's that's kind of crazy to me. Especially in this day and age where it's like because of AI, people like artists and voice actors are getting less work than ever. Like there's less work to go around, and there's probably more competition than ever for those individual works, right? 666. No way. What's some other news? Hmm. DLSS 5. Cool. I don't know if I can use that with my card because I have a 2070 Super, I think. But I heard 4.5 was good, so maybe 5 is good too? Because this isn't the frame gen stuff, right? It's not generating the frames, it's just upscaling. And the upscaling is a lot. I don't know. I I I I think it's all right. I don't like the generating, but I like the upscaling. Especially if I want to like play a game on my TV right there, because it's there, but the couch is over there. So if I just upscale it to 4K, like it's running at like 1080, upscale it to 4K, sit on the couch, I'm not going to notice, right? So the upscaling is a good technology, but the fake frames, you're going to feel that, right? You're going to feel it, you're going to see it, you're going to, like, the distance doesn't matter because you'll feel it as you control it. So it's just overall just terrible, right? Oh, don't reset. There we go. Oh, I see. This is a great line I just saw. It said, shut the fuck up about games you'll never play. That's an amazing line I just saw. And it's so true. People talk these days about games that they just like it's always so negative about a game they'll never play. Right? Like I'll talk about games that I'm not gonna play, but never like, oh, it's so bad. I can't believe they've done this. Why would you do something like that? No. Right? But so many people are like that. You see that a lot with Nintendo games. You see that a lot with Pokemon specifically. You see that with just a lot of games that will come out, and then people are like, it's just like, games these days are so terrible. And it's like, come on. No, they're not. They're terrible because you're not playing them. You're not having fun. But yeah, people are just so negative about them. Just on release. Or not even on release, just on the announcement. They're automatically looking at it negatively. Like on purpose. And it's like, why? Why do that? There's no benefit to you to just automatically look at things negatively. It should be the other way around, where you look at things more positively, or at least be neutral, right? At least if you're neutral, then it doesn't even matter. But people are always so negative because they see someone having fun, and that's just bad. Like, no, you can't have fun. You have to suffer because yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's just dumb. It's so frustrating. Come on, Zapdos. That's not. That's not an orange beak. What other news? Slay the Spire came out. I haven't played it. I didn't even play that much of Slay the Spire 1. I think I only played like, I don't know, a few hours of it, like one or two runs. And it was fine. I'm just I'm not I don't want to play roguelikes. Like I like roguelikes, like I like Binding of Isaac. But it feels like everything that comes out these days is a roguelike. And they're all the same. They're all like a pick. pick one. Like you get three options, pick one. Like pick one of three. Kind of slop, I guess. And it's kind of annoying. Like give some variation. Give me something different once in a while, right? Which like Binding of Isaac is cool. It's probably my favorite roguelike. I've got like 90 hours in it. Balatro is cool. I have like 70 hours in that. Neither of those are like want to pick three slop, right? I think the other roguelike I played recently is Megabonk, and that you do pick one of three. But I'll be a little more lenient because it's a solo dev. But I wouldn't want them like if they make a second game and it's another pick three slop kind of game. Oh, why did I do that? I keep resetting when I shouldn't. But if it's another pick three slot kind of game that they make, I'm just not gonna buy it. Right? You already did the pick three slot. Do something else. Do something different, right? But everyone wants to make a roguelike that's all pick one of the three options. No more. No, I'm tired of it. I think I'm finally tired. I just don't want it anymore. But yeah, Binding of Isaac is so good because it's like here, you get a random thing, you can take it or leave it. Now there's some ways to re-roll it, but odds are you don't have one of those things, and even if you do, you get one re-roll. Maybe two. Maybe two. But that's it. And even then you have to like worry about your re-rolls because if you're re-rolling this item, maybe this item's already better than another item that you wouldn't be able to re-roll, but you should re-roll that one instead, right? Because it's better to have two kind of positive things than one positive thing and then just nothing. Because, oh, I was a negative, so it's like, why would I get that? Maybe I should stream Binding of Isaac. It's a lot of fun, though. It is a lot. It's really good. I've just got I've got too many things to stream. Too many things. Not enough time. I do have enough time. But if my streams were longer, that would be better. But they're not. They're like 3 hours. What's some more news? got hair in my eye. I'm still surprised that the highest rated game of the year is somehow Pokemon Pokopia. That's crazy to me. Whoops. Ugh. I was gonna get to 1,000. I think I'm gonna get to 700 and then that's it. Because I'm tired and hungry, and my butt hurts. So, those are all equally important. No, not equally important. The butt hurting is definitely the most severe thing. Because it hurts, man. It hurts. It only hurts when I stream, though, which is weird. It doesn't usually hurt that much when I'm not streaming. Maybe it's just because I move more when I'm not streaming. And I try and limit how much I move because I don't want my chair to make so much noise. Okay. I could get the shiny within the next 4 encounters. That would be cool. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it could happen any encounter. It doesn't have to be at odds or over odds. I'm just more likely to get it over odds, obviously. Or not over odds. I think you're like 60 something percent. Like it's a 60 something percent chance to get it at like 8196 encounters. So it's probably around like 7,000 encounters to be 50%. Okay, one last encounter. Last one. If I get it here, I don't know what I do. Do a flip. I can't do a flip, but I'll do a flip if I get it here. That's not shiny. Okay, that's all for today. So, see you tomorrow for probably just more shiny hunting Zapdos. Bye.